Hey, it's Rocky Tapscott here. And first of all, I really want to thank you for joining me on this Hangout. And what I'm doing, I'm going to do a series of Q&A webinars and just share some of the answers to the questions I've been asked over the last few months and years. I keep getting the same questions over and over again. And I want to answer them for you so that you can move forward with your marketing and stop getting stuck. I know a lot of people are stuck and they really just don't know what to do. So what you see up here is a spreadsheet that I did it for a survey that I did a couple of weeks ago. And just let me bring it up there. So you should be able to see that, and I'll bring it up big so I can really see it. And let's just start off with the first question I asked in this survey was, do you want to increase your business's sales and profits? And I gave people two options. Yes, I'm interested in higher sales. And 90.71% of people that took the survey answered that. And 9.29% of people who took the survey said no, they're happy with their current sales. Okay, so that means like the vast majority of people want to increase their sales. And then I asked the second question, how much do you invest in advertising every month? And the options were, I don't pay for advertising and marketing, up to $2,000 a month, $2,000 to $5,000 a month, $5,000 to $25,000, or more than $25,000. And as you can see here, the top two responses of up to $2,000 and I don't pay for marketing were 41% and 34%. So that's 75% of people spend less than $2,000 a month to market their business. And I think from talking to business owners, I think the main reason they spend so little on marketing their business, or they see marketing as an expense rather than as an investment, is the results they get typically suck. As an example, if you could spend $1 on marketing and get $1.50 or $2 back, how many times would you want to do that? The thing I see most people struggling with is finding a way to turn that dollar into $1.50 or $2 consistently. And we'll touch on how you can do that a little bit later on. But I'll just take you through the survey here and I'll go through some of these questions, and we can talk about ways that you can take that dollar and turn it into $2 much more easily than you're probably doing now. So what I did, I used those two questions. I used Google Consumer Surveys, and I used those two questions to filter out the people who I didn't want to take the rest of the survey. And it was only 4 questions, but those two questions filtered out the people who I really didn't want to take part in this survey, because my target customers are people who spend more than $2,000 a month on advertising, who want to grow their sales. So first of all, it took people out who were happy with their current sales. And then secondly, it took people out who didn't spend more than $2,000 a month in marketing. So the next lot of questions, the next 2 questions, were only answered by people who met those 2 criteria. And if you haven't used Google Consumer Surveys, awesome product. You can get responses for about, I think mine were $1.70 each. So I just spent a few $100s and I got some survey results, and I found out the questions that the people who are my target customers really want answered. And that's going to help me, well, it's already helped me target my marketing in even more closely than I had been able to do in the past. And it's given me the topics that I can cover in my marketing and that I can answer for people in my marketing that will get them to see me as the obvious choice to help them increase their profits and their sales. So let's look at some of these questions, and a lot of them are fairly short because the surveys are done on a mobile phone, on an Android phone. So people don't particularly want to type in a long answer in there, because if you've got big thumbs like me, it's a bit difficult. But some of the answers are very enlightening. And there's things like, okay, so are my rates competitive? Well, that question is the wrong question, really. The person who put that in there is pricing themselves, well, is basing their prices on price alone and not the value that they give. So I've often heard people say when they're starting a new business, you go out and survey all of the different competitors, and then you either decide you'd be higher, more expensive than them, or lower, or in the middle. And in some commodity-based businesses, that might work, but you're always competing on price. And then when someone calls you up, the first question they're going to ask is, well, how much does it cost to do this? And what you've got to be able to do is turn that around and say, well, our prices range from this level to this level, so I can give you a much more accurate price. Tell me a little bit about the job you want. And then you go through and you take them through a questionnaire that asks them for a lot more detail about what they want. If they still balk, say, well, I can understand you want a fixed price, but let's use an example of a driveway contractor. I can understand you want a fixed price. Our driveways start at about $2,000 and they go up to $15,000, depending on the finish you want, on the aspects of the land, all of these variables, how long you want it to last, what kind of traffic, all of these variables make a big difference in the price I can quote you. So if you can give me some information about what you want, then I can tailor-make the quote directly for you. So you go through and you get some information, and at the end you say, tell you what, this really looks like I need to look at your property to make an educated quote for you. How about you make a time for me to come out and see you? Rather than saying, oh yeah, our driveway is $6,000, and then the person goes off and calls 10 other contractors and typically they'll choose the lowest price or the one from the best salesperson. You can then get them out to your home. What you can then go out to their home or their business, look at the lay of the land, give them a perfectly created quote, and explain to them why your business is worth, why they should pay more for getting the job done by you. So are my rates competitive is the wrong question. It's how can I give more value so that people see me as the only obvious choice for this product or service. Okay, so let's go down here, building consumer relationships. So that's how do I build consumer relationships? And that's a great question, because the more people who have a relationship where they know, like, and trust you, the more you're going to sell. And the easiest way, apart from having a one-on-one conversation with every prospect or client, is to use email. And there are ways you can use email marketing, which it's too in-depth to go into in this recording, in this hangout. But there are ways you can do email marketing where you can mail to a person every day and they will continue to open your messages and they will continue to buy from you. So that's a topic for another day, and I'll go through that in another hangout. But just know that email marketing is a fantastic way to build a relationship with your customers by having a conversation with them backwards and forwards by email, asking them questions, getting to know them, letting them know you. You reveal some of yourself to them. And over a period of time, they get to understand you, they get to know your backstory, and they get to know why you do what you do. And it's been said by Dan Kennedy, Jay Abraham, and other people I've heard say something similar. People come to you, especially when you're selling information products, but it's for anything. People come to you for the product or the information, but they stay for the relationship. So if you remember that and you start to build a relationship with people, and you can do that really easily with email marketing, they're going to come back and they're going to buy more and more and more from you. Okay, convincing new customers. So how do I convince new customers that I'm the best value, the best product, the best service for them? A good way to do that is to find out exactly what they want and then look at the words they say to you, look at how they talk, and you might survey your customers for a start to get the global feel and the global questions and the problems that people in your market are feeling and experiencing, and then work out a way that you can solve those problems and answer the questions that they're going to have. Because, you know, a lot of people are going to have these same questions. Convincing them that you are the best option for them is simply about helping them solve the problem that they're currently having better than anybody else. So find out exactly what they want and then show them exactly how your product or service can fill that desire, build a relationship with them, and you will spend less time convincing them and more time building the relationship with them, and the more people know, like, and trust you, and that they can see that you're the obvious choice for buying whatever it is, whatever product category or service category you sell, the more they're going to buy from you. So this customer retention. Okay, now the problem I see with most businesses, and you may or may not be guilty of this, but I know a lot of businesses are, is they try and attract a customer to make a sale, and then they try and get another customer to make a sale, and the whole business relies on new people coming in the door and making a single sale. And what you should be doing, and if you turn this around and focus on this, you will massively increase your business, is you should be focusing on making a sale to get a customer. So that means you make a sale. It could be a low ticket, low risk, very easy to get the customer over the line sale. And then you follow up and follow up and follow up with them on the back end and make sale after sale after sale. Even if it's not your products and services you sell, if you only have one product, you can sell related products that people are looking to buy, or that they tend to buy before they buy from you, at the same time as they buy from you, and after they buy from you. So find other vendors who sell products related to your category that don't compete directly with you. And even then, if you have a customer and you can't sell them something, you can't sell them your product because either your product is lower, it's less than what they need, or it's more than what they need, or it's more expensive, or it's not good enough, or it's different to what they need, go to your competitors that sell products similar to yours that are higher, better quality, different features, different benefits, and do a deal where they can sell to your prospect or your customer who's not buying from you anymore. They get the lead, they sell them, and they give you a referral fee. There's all kinds of ways that you can retain customers, even if you have no other products. The other way is if you have one or two products and they've bought both of them, or they won't buy both of them, offer them products as an affiliate. And an affiliate relationship is where you sign up with another merchant who sells products and services that your typical customer might want, and you just refer them. The affiliate program managers typically have marketing materials you can use. This, again, is another topic for another day, but you sign up as an affiliate, you send out a promotion to your customers, a lot of them will buy, and you get a commission or referral fee for referring the business to that other merchant. There is literally an unlimited number of affiliate programs and affiliate products you can sell. You want to make sure that you don't damage your reputation by selling rubbish, but there's thousands of great products that your customers would be likely to buy if you make them an offer for those products. So retaining customers is a matter of building that relationship. Again, you can use email marketing for that. Reveal some of your personal traits and things you like, and you'll find people will gravitate to you, and then you can turn your business basically into a distribution channel for all different types of products and services, and your customers' relationship with you will grow and grow over the years. As long as you don't try and sell them a dodgy product or a crappy product, over the years people will continue to buy from you over and over again. Scroll down here. Happy customer. How are you different? Okay, this is a good one about finding your USP. So how are you different? And a good question to ask yourself to find your unique selling proposition, or your as USP, as Jay Abraham, I think, coined the phrase. What is it that makes you the person that people should, how do I phrase this? Dan Kennedy says it better. He says, what is it about you that makes you the obvious choice when people want to buy something, and their options are to buy from you or somebody else or do nothing? So I haven't quite got the wording right for that, but why should people buy from you? What can you specifically do to solve their problem better than anybody else? And a lot of people will say, well, you know, I'm cheaper, better service, better quality. They're all just cliches. They're platitudes. They're not really the thing. And when you dig down into this and find out why you're different, like, do you care more? And how do you show that? Do you follow up personally with every customer who buys and make sure they're happy in 7 days and 14 days and a month, to make sure they're delighted with the product they purchase from you? What is it that makes you the only person in that category in your area that people should deal with? And then put that in your marketing. Tell them about it. Most people, if you don't think you have a money back guarantee, for example, a lot of people are afraid to offer a money back guarantee. They think, oh, we'll get screwed by the customers and everyone will take advantage of us. You'll find that that's not true unless you have a dodgy product, in which case you shouldn't be selling it. You should find something better to sell to people, because the only way you're going to be in business long term is to be able to have happy customers who buy multiple products and services from you over and over again. That way you don't have to spend a fortune on marketing. You're trying to get new customers. That's what I was saying before about get a customer to make a sale, and then you can make multiple sales to that same customer. So find out what your customers really want, work out how you can be unique and provide better value, better range, better prices. But again, price is not the thing you want to be competing on. You want to be competing on value. So people come to you and they see that you're offering this product at this price, and people also get this follow-up service. They get a personal customer happiness person comes along and guides them through the process, and you're easier to buy from. You might be a bit more expensive, but you have far better service. And of course, there's always people who are going to just want to buy the cheapest thing. You don't really want them. There's price shoppers everywhere. Probably 10% of people will pay the lowest price regardless of what it is. The vast majority are very flexible in their pricing if they can see they're getting better value. And there's 10% of people who will pay the maximum price, the best, highest price for whatever they can get every time. The more you can gravitate towards those people who are happy to pay the highest price, the better you are. Let's go down here. How do I gain new customers? That's a topic for an entire hangout. Going to get more people to buy more stuff. The way to get more people to buy more stuff is to get them on an email database, build a relationship with them, and make more offers. The more offers you make to people, the more they're going to buy from you. And you could follow up every day and make sales every day using email. I think I'll have to do a full hangout on how to do this. But you can follow up every day, make sales every day, and people will love you. You'll build the relationship. You'll build the affinity they have for you, because you're not just selling, pitching. You let them into your world. You build a relationship with them. And oh, by the way, if you want to go and buy this, that's cool too. So I'll do a whole hangout on exactly how to do that in the future. Let's get down here. How do I advertise on Facebook? That's a topic for another day, because it's such a huge thing. And I'll probably bring in a Facebook expert, because I can do it, but I'm not the best person to teach that. So I will bring in an expert to do that. How to motivate someone to buy more? The way to motivate people to buy more is to create an irresistible offer. So people think, I'd have to be absolutely insane to not take this person up on this. Just have a sip of my coffee here. And the way you do that is you add value. You create as much value as you possibly can by adding in bonuses, or by adding in more services, or something like that. Something that makes people think, I'd be crazy to miss out on this. An irresistible offer. And there's a great book called The Irresistible Offer. If you want to learn how to create irresistible offers, go and buy that book. It's an awesome book, and it will teach you exactly how to create an offer that people can't refuse, like a mafia offer. Okay. How does advertising affect sales? Well, this is the reason I think a lot of people, say over 75% of people, spent less than $2,000 a month on their marketing, is because they couldn't find advertising that affected their sales. And a big reason for that is they're trying to get a customer to make a sale. As I was saying before, when you advertise to make a sale to get a customer, so you start with an irresistible offer that for your front end product, if you can somehow, if your product is expensive, can you break it down to make it less of a hurdle for people? Can you make it a trial offer? Can you give people a very low barrier to entry product to buy on the front end and then upsell them your higher ticket, more expensive product on the back end. Because once people have made that micro commitment to spend a few dollars with you, even if it's $100, $200, $1,000, if your main product is $30,000, $50,000, is there a way you can give them a taste that will leave them wanting more for $1,000, for $500? Can you do a webinar and demonstrate the product so that they can get the sense of ownership from you, so they can see themselves using it? That's what you should be doing. When you're advertising, gets people to commit to a small initial purchase, it's much easier to get them to buy more on the back end. Advertising should also, and I learned this from Frank Kern, try and make your advertising valuable. This hangout I'm on now, this is part of my advertising. I'm talking to you, I'm helping you solve these problems that people have asked me here, and you may or may not have the same questions, but answering these questions shows people that I can help them, and this is part of my advertising. So when this is finished, and it'll be up on YouTube, it will be valuable for people who want answers to these specific questions. So when you make your marketing valuable, even if people don't buy from you, you're putting out good stuff into the world, good karma, and people can benefit from you whether they buy from you or not. Now, of course, when I can look at someone's personal situation, their business, and come in and say, okay, I think you should do this and this and this, much more specific, that can be more helpful. But what can you do to make your marketing valuable? Can you offer free trials? Again, if you can set up some kind of free or low-cost trial where someone can come in and try your product and achieve a result, that's very valuable. If you can give them some information that will help them achieve a result, even if it's just a small part of the overall result your product gives people or your service, give them that and let them experience the ownership of whatever it is you do on a small scale. And that's valuable marketing. It's valuable for them because they'll be able to see that, hey, I can do this, I can get a result here. And a lot of them are going to go on and buy your full product. So how can you make your marketing valuable? You can give away free reports, you can give away white papers and checklists and mind maps and things like that that help people get a process started or finished. And then if they know the whole process, then you can sell them the tools to complete that process. So there are lots of different ways you can make your marketing and advertising valuable. And that's a great way to affect the number of people who buy from you in the end. Okay, so I'm just about out of time here. Let's go down. Last question. Let's make this the last one for today. Okay, so how to best guarantee a return on my advertising investment. I thought this was great because if you go to Yellow Pages or you buy clicks on Facebook or Google AdWords or anything like that, you are never guaranteed that you'll get a return on your investment. So how do you guarantee you get a return on your investment? Well, what you should be doing is trying to make all of your marketing and advertising contingent on making a profit. So how do you do that? Well, one of my services is I will create a campaign for your business and you don't pay me anything until the sales are in. And if it's not profitable, you don't pay me. The thing is, the campaigns I create are always profitable. When I say always, I've got my fingers in the air. There's very few times the campaigns that I create for a business aren't profitable. And if I don't think it's going to be profitable, I won't run the campaign. Save us both time because I can't help everybody. But this is one of the services I offer because people are scared to spend money on advertising. But if you run a promotion and then you make great money, which you probably will, there's a very high chance that you'll make excellent money with one of the campaigns that I create for you, you only pay me out of the profits and you just pay me a percentage of the profits for that campaign. So that's the best way that I know of to guarantee you get a return on your investment. You get paid the profits first, and then you only pay for results. So if that's something that interests you, if you'd like to talk with me about creating a campaign like that. And what I do, I model these campaigns on other campaigns that have been proven to make millions of dollars for all different types of businesses. And then I specifically engineer the campaign and refine it down for your product or service and for your list. And then we run the campaign as a sequence of emails. And then you put the money in the bank, you get paid, and then you just pay me a percentage of the profits. If you'd like to talk with me about that, I'd be happy to speak with you. Just send me an email at rocky@emailalchemy.net. That's rocky@emailalchemy.net. Or on this page, there's probably a link. If this video is on YouTube, there's probably a link below to contact me. If you're watching on my website, there'll be a link on this page for you to contact me. And I'd be happy to talk with you about helping you increase your sales and guaranteeing that you get a return on your investment. So once again, thank you for joining me today. Another hangout. We'll go through some more of these questions and I'll answer them for you. Until then, take care and thank you very much.